I've been AFKing Amethyst for a while, and I finally got the expert mining gloves, so these are gonna make this just a tiny bit more AFK, and I think I'm gonna get 20k darts because I've been doing the inferno, and I would just like to be comfortable that I, will never run out realistically. Good evening, gamers. I've been AFKing a lot and doing some Giant's Foundry, so I'm up to 43 mil smithing XP, and before that I got myself a 1 mil stack of Tailed Essence. So right now I'm just doing superclass make with all of the sand I mined in the last episode, and yeah, that should get me up to a bunch of crafting XP, and then actually going through them and using them up, just doing 0-time multi-skilling should get me to pretty close to 100 mil crafting XP, if not like slightly over. So yeah, that's basically all the sand I'm gonna need for ages. So my plan for, I guess, the next 2 weeks is to try to do some more inferno attempts and just make class, and yeah, hopefully get the cape. I was doing some friend raids and I got an ancestral hat, so it's not really useful right now, but it could be like later on, and I'm gonna see if I can fit it into like this raid layout, but yeah, that's a cool thing to have. I stacked up 50 heart clues and I forgot to record the opening, but I got both the bandit's plate body and the black dragon mask in the first 13 of them, so that was pretty nice. So I never have to do a heart clue ever again, and the only item I'm missing for master clues are the flare trousers now, so I guess I do easy clues until I get those, probably. We'll see. And now I've been doing easy clues. I went from 400ish done to around 873, right? Exactly 873. And that's the flare trousers. That's the last master clue step. So from now on, I'll be able to do every single one. And my clue luck is also like insane, because if I look at my easy clues, I have every team cape and 2 team cape X's, and I had every team cape in like 500 KC, so that's pretty insane. But this means that whenever I see an elite clue in the game, that's a completed master clue, which is super nice. I've been doing Wildy Slayer to pick up some Voidwaker pieces and rev weapons, and I got the Venenetti Spiderling. This is so cool. I'm at 169 KC. So that's another like super spoon pet. But yeah, this is kinda a strange situation, cause now I'm still gonna keep going, but if I get the Voidwaker piece early, I'm probably not gonna end up doing Revenants, cause I don't really wanna grind for the Fang to make the Web Weaver, and just getting a crossbow or whatever is pretty useless. There's a pretty decent chance I just never do Revenants on that account, like long term. But yeah, that's another pet. This is so cool. And there's the Voidwaker gem at 185 KC. So for my account, that's spindle completely done. I'm not gonna go for the ring and I'm not gonna go for the fangs because it's just not worth the time. So instead of doing Wildy Slayer for the remaining items I need, I'm just gonna go camp Partio, and then after that I'm gonna go camp Calvarion. So yeah, just gonna work on the Voidwaker. And that's my second Voidwaker piece at 261 RTO. I only have one to go, and if I also spoon Calvarion, that's the entire thing spooned. But I'm kinda expecting to go like 2k KC for that one. Hopefully I don't, but let's see what happens. So I've been doing some Calvarion, and I'm at 1026 KC, so a bit dry on the Voidwaker piece. And I got Vetian Jr. I'm still gonna keep going and try to get the Voidwaker, and hopefully it'll happen soon. But yeah, I think that might be my 20th pet actually. No, it's my 19th pet. But yeah, 20 soon. Okay, so I need to show you this. 1296 KC. You have a funny feeling like you would have been followed. Okay, it happens, right? Not really a big deal. 1298. You have a funny feeling like you would have been followed. That's like astronomically rare. I wasn't even gonna make a clip on the first one because I was like, 2 pets happen. It's not really like a big deal. But twice in 3 KC, what are the odds? For the past week, I've been doing basically nothing other than Calvarion, and at just 10 kills before 2k, I got the Voidwaker played. So, that's the Voidwaker. Oh my god. This isn't really a massive upgrade in any specific place, but it's gonna be really good basically at everything I'm gonna be doing soon. And I finally have a worthwhile spec weapon. My best melee spec was like PGS, and if that wasn't useful it was like the Dragon Dagger. But now I actually do have spec DPS that like matters, which is so fucking cool. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. I think I might do some inferno attempts, but yeah, I'll figure it out later tomorrow. I'm just gonna do some skilling for like the rest of the day. So when I finished my Voidwaker yesterday, I did like 10 Muspah kills because I didn't know what to do, and I got my 4th Veneter shard on 225 KC, and right now at 296 KC I got my 5th Veneter shard, so I can now make it into a Veneter bow. Boom. So yeah, this is a really cool item to have, and yeah, I'm super happy about it. I don't know when I'm gonna use it, but I know that I'll definitely be using it a lot. Good morning, gamers. I've been doing a shit ton of Inferno in the last month. I think I'm about 40 attempts in, and I'm just not having a good time. I get to like wave 60 and then I just die to like misclicking or something. So I decided to stop and do something else, and that's being Sepulchre. So normally the way I do this content is I loot a lot for both clues and various other things. But right now I've been trying to get a decent PB. So I have decent times for floors 1 to 3, and I just need to get a run where I get a decent floor 4 and a decent floor 5. And those are the difficult parts because those are floors I've never done before without looting them. So getting to good times is gonna be a bit challenging, and there's a bit of a learning curve there. The overall goal is to get like a 549 PB or something, and generate just a sub 550. So that's what I'm grinding right now, and once that's done, I'm just gonna go back to doing clues and looting everything. So I never ended up getting a 550 at Sep because I realized that the amount of RNG involved just wasn't fun for me, and doing efficient floor 4 and floor 5 just kinda sucks because I'm way too bad at doing it consistently. So I've just gone back to looting, and during this grind I've gotten 8 master clues done, and I have 2 more on the floor essentially. So that's gonna be 10, and in my bank I have 3,400 tokens and 1,200 Hallowed Crystal Teleport Shard whatevers. These are basically the goal here, which I didn't mention before. So the idea is to get 17,000 of these so I can do 100 mil thieving at artifacts. So once artifacts are fixed and I'm done with this, that's gonna be my next grind. And at this rate I'm gonna get like 30 more master clues or something before I finish it. And hopefully I'll get a unique because I haven't gotten any so far, and I would really like some of the ornament kits. Specifically, basically any of these. The God Swords would be cool, the Occult would be cool, the Torture isn't really that cool anymore, but the Anguish would be super cool. The rest of them are kinda whatever, but I would really like to see like one of these like really cool uniques like sometime soon. Good morning, gamers. I'm just doing some master clues, and yeah, I got another piece of gilded. I know this might be annoying to some people, but I really don't get excited at gilded. I would much rather have like something that I would actually want to wear. Okay, next clue, and I got the Occult Ornament Kit. So this is actually super nice because this is an item that I'll actually use. And yeah, that's the cool little Smoke Devil Occult. I really like that. Good morning, gamers. I just got the Torture Ornament Kit, And sadly, this is going to be obsolete whenever I get the ranker, but for the time being, it's pretty cool to have. I've been focusing a lot on scaling lately because I'm kind of in a competition with another YouTuber called Jack with 2A's, and I've been doing a bit of agility. I'm getting close to 20 mil, and I've been doing a lot of cooking and fire making through fire buns, so I've gotten around 10 mil XP in both. If I look into my bank though, I only have 42k more crown buns left, so once I go through them, that's gonna be the end of fire buns. And I also have 1.2 mil day out banked, so I need to do Sepulchre to get a ring of endurance drop so I can fund the alts. So that's why I'm doing Sepulchre right now. But once I get those alts running, I'm gonna be doing a lot of ZMI, because I'm getting pretty close to finishing my goal at the Sepulchre, which is 17,000 of these teleports, and right now I have like 10.5k essentially. So once I hit the 17,000 mark, I'm not gonna really be prioritizing Sepulchre over anything other than, just alt GP. So that's basically the focus for the time being. And yeah, I'm planning to do a lot of ZMI soon. Just got a lot of experience in Runecraft. I'm also starting to get through my unfinished arrows, because I bought some broad arrow heads, and I have over 4 mil headless arrows. So I still do have some arrow shafts I need to make, but I thought I might as well get some fletching XP, and this is like 42 mil worth. And other than that, I'm excited to move on to artifacts whenever that comes up, but it's not really a super urgent thing, because, I want to get some Runecraft done, just to go through my day out. I just did another batch of master clues, and I got the Anguish ornament kit. So now the only things that I'm really wanting from these are the Godsword kits and obviously the Bloodhound. Now I got this clue earlier, and according to the wiki numbers right now, which are probably inaccurate, this requires 210 Hue Kotal kills to complete on average. So I don't think I'm gonna grind it out right now, but it's something that I'm gonna have to do in the future. Good morning, gamers. The Hue Kotal boss got buffed today, so that heights are a lot more attainable, and I decided to finish off the Moons of Peril CAs, just because the Makuhatls are really good at that boss. Now, I didn't end up getting any Blood Moon pieces, so I'm gonna go to the new Ice boss and get the double hit weapon from there, because that's like the second best in slot item for Hue Kotal. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and that should be like a 2-hour grind or something, and I'll just quickly finish that and then go do Hue Kotal for a couple hours. I've in general been skilling a lot, so I'm at 37 mil Runecraft and 44 mil fletching. I'm gonna keep working on these for a while longer, and just pushing them up to see how far they can go with what I have banked right now, but I really want to be able to do elites whenever I get them and turn them into monsters, and get the new monster step that I don't have the items for. I finished 50 mil fetching at ZMI today, so I'm going back to crafting. I just hit 25 mil XP in crafting, and I also hit 40 mil XP in Runecraft today, so that's pretty cool. I finally finished going through all of my crown buns, so that's gonna be the end of fire bun. I reached 79 mil in fire making, and with cooking I'm at 72 mil. Good morning, gamers. Another day, another piece of gilded. Just make this stop, man. Just make this stop. Ever since I got my Phoenix, I've been trying to get 250 white firelighters to recolor it. But now, every recolor you unlock on it is permanent, so I should unlock all of the other ones. So that's the green Phoenix, that's the blue Phoenix, and that's the purple Phoenix. And I should be able to metamorphise it between all of these options. I'm just gonna leave it purple for now until I get the white firelighters finally, but who knows how long that'll be. I just did the TOTUS 2024 bingo. I got up to 40 mil mining and 59 mil hunter. I also did a bit of Guardians of the Rift, so if I go under the minigames section, you can see that I'm at 5,689 pools. So I'm kinda getting really dry, like 1.5x is like pretty rough, but in the large scheme of things, it's basically nothing. Hopefully I don't go like more than 2 extra rate, but yeah, you never know. I've been learning mixology today, and I'm gonna buy the prescription goggles. So anything I have banked when it comes to recolor is basically fair game now, and I'll be doing this method for a while longer, but that's in the future. I've been doing a bit of Huey total, and I finally got a drop of heights, and this is the last clue step I need, and I won the 50-50 and I got 3 heights, so that's super nice. So what I need is 1 coif and 1 vambraces. So yeah, I can do all master clue steps again. Good morning, gamers. I just hit 65 mil hunter, and the rest of my XP to 100 mil is gonna come from driftnets. So now I'm gonna go through all of the prayer I got from rumors and all the other stuff I have banked. So I have a bunch of bone shards and some sun-kissed bones. So what my plan is to do some Colosseum, mostly wave 1 farm because I don't really want to learn the content right now. But if I see that wave 2 has a Sunfire Splinter drop, I'm probably just gonna do wave 2, same with wave 3. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And that's the calcified acorn, which means I get to unlock the bone squirrel. Cute little guy. I used up all of my banked prayer and I almost got the 19 mil XP. And also I crossed 900 mil total XP, which is pretty fucking cool. I've been kinda broke for a while, and I finally caught up to my Ring of Endurance drop rate. 26 runs today, like 3 hours of Sepulchre, and I got 2 Rings of Endurance. So I'm gonna drop these over to my alts and go back to ZMI. I'll still be doing Sepulchre a lot whenever I need GP, but yeah, that was a really fun 3 hours. And my insane Master Clue luck continues. Not only did I finish White Phoenix, but I also got a Godsword Ornament kit. Now, granted, this is probably the worst one. I don't even have the hilt and think, yeah. So, it's not like I can use it. But that's super cool to have in case I ever, like, get an AGS, I guess. And I can now go and recolor the Phoenix properly. And look at that, that's such a beautiful bird. Super glad I finally got my firelighters. I'm probably the only person to ever be this excited about getting firelighters from a clue. I think that's a lie, because there was a UIM, at least one of them, who was going for a Phoenix recolor, but I don't think they were going for a specific type of firelighter. I'm not really sure, but yeah. I don't know if anyone else has gotten dry on their exact Phoenix color firelighter clue thing. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here. For the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to be doing ZMI, and nothing of interest is gonna happen there. I'm gonna get like close to 60 mil runecraft, I guess, I don't know exactly, and I'm gonna get a bunch of crafting XP. So whenever that's done, I'll report back. I'll do Inferno at some point in the future. Again, I'm not like really sure when that'll be, but yeah, the last time I did, it burnt me out like insanely. I was like barely playing for 2 weeks. But yeah, right now I'm focused on skilling, and my main goal is using up all of the essence. So I have 656k tailed essence and 547k pure essence. I'll also be doing Guardians of the Rift until I get the pet. I don't know what's up with that. I could get it next week when the Guardians of the Rift changes come through, but who knows. And I'll use 400k of this at ZMI, then I'll probably stop until I have like 140k more essence. I'm not really sure, but I don't really want to bond up the alts just to do like 8 days of runecraft. Seems like kind of a waste. So I'll mine the alt in the future at some point probably, and then use up the essence I have. And then I'm gonna dump this into lava runes at some point soon. So that's the main goal for this moment. And I also have some other scaling stuff I want to do. I want to get back on my herb runs and farm runs in general. So I'm gonna do mining with that, I think, is gonna be the plan. But yeah, I'll see you guys again when I upload my next video. It's probably gonna be another like mostly skilling one, so it's probably gonna take another like 4 months. But when I get done my PVM work, when it eventually happens at some point, maybe I'll be able to like make videos far more consistently. Like, could be like once a month even, I don't know. Oh, and finally, I think there isn't gonna be a bank video this year. I looked over what I did, and it was just entirely skilling basically for the whole year. I got an ancestral hat, and I got a Voidwaker. I think I also got a BGS, and that's pretty much it when it comes to like what PVM I did. I could be wrong. I think I got cock sprayers again, but that's not something that goes into the bank. So yeah, I haven't really gotten any gear upgrades really, at least as far as I can remember. So it just feels kinda redundant to make a video and just be like, oh yeah, I've used up all of my skilling supplies, and I haven't really done any like significant PVM, especially because of how much of a mess my bank is. So that's another consideration. Although there is a good argument for making one just because of like the gilded pieces I've gotten. So if you guys want to see a bank video, let me know. I might end up doing one, I might not. But yeah, that's it for the video.